In this high performing environment, I think about NFL and football and the players moving in and out so regularly. How do you create that environment of psychological safety, team culture, psychological safety when you've got players that are, cut or, sayonara one day, the next day. And there's not certainty. There's not certainty. They have to prove themselves every single day. What would you advise the team in terms of how do you create that environment so that people give their very best from a performance perspective, even though that little voice inside of them is saying potentially, "Oh, I'm going to get cut tomorrow. I'm out of here."
You have to remind them that they're more than football players. You have to remind them that the way that they think, the way that they have conducted themselves, the sacrifices that they have made are the same disciplines that if they adhere to, it will follow them the rest of their lives in success in any endeavor. So you have to remind them that they have options, and that if they and I remember I'd have conversations on the sidelines with guys kneeling down, and they were scared to death of getting cut. And I said, "What's the worst thing that could happen?" I said, "Are you going to lose your ability to think? Are you going to lose your ability to relate to people? Are you going to lose your determination? Are you going to lose this incredible willpower that you have, this discipline?" No. I said, "Well, those things got you here. Those same things will get you there." And it's just reminding people that there's always hope, no matter what, as long as they stay true to their core.
I love that. I love that. First of all, I just want to comment, you're such an encourager. You're such a giving belief to people that they can be and that they are being base people. It's about them. It's not about just their football talent or just their, talent in an organization, that they are so much more than that. And I think that is just something that when I think about our company, it's heart led, right? With the playbook to be able to help people succeed, not just in their current environment, but for many years to come.
Yeah. I will be completely vulnerable as we wrap this up. It looks on the outside that I'm really confident and I know what I'm doing, but I've got to tell you, when I'm constantly fighting the fraud syndrome. When I watch, Fox News did this national thing with me, and they asked me 5 questions. This guy in New York, he asked me 5 questions that were really kind of completely not related to each other, just 5 random questions. And I had 2 minutes to answer these questions. I had no idea what they were going to do. I never saw the producer. He was actually chatting. They were having some technical difficulties, so he was writing chats, and I was reading a chat. I didn't even see the guy, and I'm pretending he's in front of me, and I'm asking these questions, and I had no idea what they did with it. And I later learned there was a voiceover, and it was. I never even saw the interview until millions of people had already seen it.
It was live at that point.
And they described in the voiceover 2 things: that I was, quote, the GM whisperer, whoever gave me that name, and number 2, that this is a doctor who is a secret weapon in the NFL. Do you know how arrogant that sounds? And I mean, I wouldn't call myself a secret weapon. I'm just a hillbilly trying to make do. So don't think this thing has not tested me. And every day you feel like a fraud, man. They call you a secret weapon. You're just trying your best not to look like a dunce on the middle of on the middle of the sideline. So we never quite get over that imposter syndrome.
And
you
that's
know?
what I love about you, your honesty and your authenticity about that. And you just keep believing in people, because it definitely has changed many organizations and teams for the better, and they have become winning organizations, and you're an amazing coach.
Thank you, Trace. And you're an amazing teammate and partner, and I've enjoyed this.